Travel accommodations provided by Midwest Airlines, the official airline for Focus on Diversity.
And now back to Focus on Diversity with Troy Shaw.
And welcome back to the program. Let's jump into our next topic. Gaining clout. Although Alderman Michael McGee Jr. could not block the recall election against him, he got a win where it mattered most, at the ballot box. The outspoken McGee, whose actions have angered critics and inspired supporters, got 64% of the vote in an 8-person race. The man just couldn't be touched. I know that there's a lot of haters out there that didn't like that fact, but let's go to perhaps maybe somebody who don't like that fact. Mike, what do you think?
Well, you know, the voters have spoken. They have the right to choose whoever they want to represent them. I don't think he's a good role model for the community. I don't think he's a good role model for youth.
Why not? Why isn't Mike McGee Jr. a good role model?
Well, it's very simple. He fathered a child out of wedlock. There's testimony in his restraining order case that he beat the woman, that he tried to drag her along in a car. I mean, that's not the type of person that I think is a good, upstanding role model for the youth of that area.
And interestingly enough, Mike, I didn't hear anything about what his political policies kind of instated, which are actually very good ones. Karen, you kind of got a problem with Mike McGee Jr. as well.
Well, you know, I've met Mike McGee. I don't know Mike McGee, and I'd like to know more about his policies.
All you know about is his personal stuff?
It's too much drama for me. I want to know that the representative is spending more time dealing with the issues in the 6th District, because there are a lot of issues in the 6th District. So I guess for me personally, I can't judge the guy. He's got a second run at it. I wish him well, because there are a lot of things there's a lot of work out there to be done, and you know, for all of Milwaukee, not just for the 6th District.
But he is dealing with the issues of the district, the gun buyback program, and when there's civil unrest, he's beating the drums, bringing attention to policies and what have you that are not good for African Americans and people of color.
He's become even an international ambassador and attracting a lot of talk in regards to trade and other issues with Venezuela. He's an individual who has stirred a lot of the young people in his district into becoming more political, more politically oriented. A lot of them are taking more interest in the issues of the city, and they're doing that because they see and hear Mike McGee speaking out. Now, the personal issues, you know, that's something that his haters will always use to go against him, but you never see them going after him politically on the issues that he stands for in regards to the kinds of racism and the kinds of injustices that black people in the city of Milwaukee face through this system.
64% of the vote speaks for itself, Mike. 64%. His people obviously like him and can care less about him fathering a child out of wedlock and all those other things. I mean, that speaks for itself.
But the people of the 6th District deserve that kind of leader.
I mean, no.
Listen. This is you cannot separate his personal character, his personal integrity from his public life. Okay, he is a role model to youth in that area, and the role model that the youth in that area are getting are saying, you don't have to take responsibility for your actions. You don't have to take responsibility for what you do. You can, claim racism when you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing in a parking lot in Wauwatosa. I mean, he's just rife with never taking responsibility for his personal actions. All I'm saying is that's not the kind of role model we should have. He is a good politician, and he does do good things politically in that area, but you cannot separate the two. Okay. He's got a flawed character.
I harken back to the days in Louisiana where they had a governor down there who just was out of control, and he kept getting reelected.
Well, and I think that's really what it is. I mean, I know that there's a lot of questions in my audience there, but I have a lot of Caucasian individuals who watch this television program, and the question is, why do you black people keep on electing this person? Why do you black people accept that as your mainstay kind of person? Just as a black man, the man stands up for an injustice of a people. Now, I can see a point about, the parking lot situation, saying some of the things. Mike McGee is from the hood, okay? And when you're fostered from the hood, what do you always harken back to the hood. He's an intelligent person. He can speak well. He can get the job done, but also he has flaws. We have accepted flaws with all of our people. Last word. I mean, we accept a lot of flaws with Bill Clinton. He got elected.
I think there are a lot of other people in the community who who could represent Milwaukee without the baggage. And that's my only question. I'm not saying that he's not qualified politically.
What other brother stands out more than Mike McGee right now?
I think the issue is there's a lot of people who are afraid to stand out, and that includes probably dialogue with mixed communities. And I think, as Mike was saying here earlier, that creates a problem. If you're hostile all the time, you disenfranchise others who could maybe come in and help and work with you.
You treat a person hostilely, you're going to get hostility right back. You treat a whole people hostile. Well, we ain't treating black people hostile. Well, you take a look at the policies. Look at for every one Caucasian individual, 11 individuals who are African American or Hispanic are in jail. You treat a people hostile, you get hostility back. Mike McGee is just control hostility. I'm going to give you a few of the last words on this, Mike.
You have the ability to have a leader for the black community without having all of this baggage, all of these flaws. I mean, you say, who else stands out as a black leader other than Michael McGee? Well, that's not the point. Who else stands out as a role model for young white girls but Britney Spears? But she's not the role model we want. I mean, there's other leaders that can step forward. I think politically, the problem that was made in this recall election is that they tried to divide, everybody and their brother was running for that seat instead of having one focused individual, trying to get the funding to go against him. Maybe the result would have been the same. Okay. Michael McGee's got a long legacy. He's got his father's name. There's a lot of reputation out there that benefits him.
And really quickly, Robert, in our All Mike McGee segment, please, you got the last one.
Well, what also destroyed any effort in regards to this was the fact that there were a lot of outsiders involved.
And I think that says it. That says it all. And when we come back, we're going to continue our discussion on diversity, on Focus on Diversity. We'll be right back.
Since 1985, Sprecher Brewing Company has been committed to brewing a diverse variety of quality beers and sodas. Along with their commitment to a diverse product, they also have a strong commitment to diversity. Sprecher Brewing Company is proud to be a sponsor of the Focus on Diversity program. We are honored to participate in Milwaukee's great brewing tradition, and we're grateful for the opportunity to present our best to you.